Des Moines has one of the fastest growing immigrant populations, and Iowa holds a high spot among the states in the Midwest. But it wasn't always that way. Tonight, KCCI's Kayla James introduces us to a man whose family became well known for helping Southeast Asian immigrants feel comfortable in Iowa.
Captured in these photos are the snapshots of Ben Jung's life. They're a timeline decorated with childhood memories throughout Des Moines, accolades given through the years, and his favorite love story filled with change and triumph.
They were married in Korea, but Dad arrived here in '67, and Mom came a couple years after Dad. She arrived here to Iowa in 1969.
And the year after, Ben came, followed by his little brother. They were born in Des Moines in the 70s, at a time where very few people who looked like them lived in Iowa. Ben was happy growing up in the state's capital city, but he does recall some hardships.
A lot of Asians, you have these experiences where you're sort of the outsider, and I remember playing on the playground, and you know, when you're playing foursquare, you're waiting for your turn, and somebody turned to me and said, why don't you go back to where you came from? So I didn't really know how to respond to that.
The outsider feeling isn't an issue foreign to immigrants who started moving to Iowa by the thousands in the mid-'70s. That's when Governor Robert Ray opened the door to Southeast Asian refugees as a result of the Vietnam War. Only 5 at the time, Ben doesn't recall much, but he remembers the years following.
I could clearly make out the S, and then LAO was not there.
And the role his family subconsciously played in welcoming others using their shop, Jung's Oriental Food Store.
Our selection of groceries reflected what the people at that time living in Iowa who came here from Southeast Asia were looking for to make Iowa more comfortable for them.
Ben recalls those days in East Des Moines' Fillmore neighborhood fondly, helping out at the family store, hearing broken English and different dialects, and everyone feeling a comfort provided by his family.
It attracted Asians who were in Iowa who didn't have grocery stores in their area to find the types of foods that Jung sold.
The Jung shop became a hub to the newly arriving Asian population, being acknowledged time and time again throughout news articles clipped and still treasured by the Jungs.
I think what Dad was doing was offering something that had not previously been available in Iowa.
And Ben's father kept that helping spirit alive, leading to one of Ben's favorite snapshots in his life, when Governor Ray personally thanked his father for donating to help refugees.
The population has changed, and there's a larger minority and immigrant community in Iowa.
Decades later, times have changed. Jung's Oriental Food Store is still a welcoming place, but has new owners. Governor Ray is gone, but hundreds of thousands of immigrants now make up a good portion of Iowa's population. And while he can't say for sure what Governor Ray's dream was when he started inviting immigrants to Iowa, Ben believes the currently welcoming atmosphere has to be a part of it.
I think they're a little bit more open and aware people's challenges as they arrive to Des Moines and Iowa. So I think it just has changed with the times.
In Des Moines, Kayla James, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.